Here are two interesting facts about non-duality. First, there is no separation. Non-duality means to recognize that all is one. There is no separation between you and I, or any other person or thing. While we appear in all these different forms and at different times, it is all the one great consciousness that seeks, that yearns to recognize itself. Although even that is not really happening, it just is. It is hard to understand this with a rational mind because we can see the physical separation of flesh and blood. So we must overcome the mind. The mind is also consciousness, but the only way we learn how to use it when we grow up is rational thinking, meaning to rely on the things we can touch and see in this manifestation. But we all know there is much, much more beyond this kind of reality, like love. The love that we can feel is one of the main attributes of the great consciousness. It is this love that ultimately connects us all when we follow it to its conclusion. Most of us can love someone we feel close to, family, a friend even. But the nature of love is that it connects everything. In the awakened state, we love everyone in the same way and every part of manifestation because it is all the same consciousness and it is all love. These are not just pretty words. It requires perhaps a certain openness of heart and mind to recognize that we are all one and that there is no separation. But we all have had a taste of this oneness. When we watch a program on TV and someone is suffering, we all will be affected and we want to help. Why would we want to do this? What do we gain from helping someone else? We feel better, but why? There is no rational explanation for this. Some of us feel very strongly about helping animals or nature. What is the rational gain from that? Nothing. We could just walk away and never see these things again. But there is something inside of us that feels joy when another one feels joy, that suffers when they suffer. It is our intuitive knowing that we are all the same one. We all are affected if someone is suffering in this world. The great consciousness then, of course, is not a human being, an animal or a tree, though it might appear to be so. I sometimes imagine it like moving my awareness from the earth plane up into the sky. Feel its vastness, how it stretches out above everything and beyond, even further into the universe and beyond that. In this vast space, life and all these concerns lose their importance, even existence. And also the seeming difference of shape that we carry disappears. There's only one vast space where all the manifestation comes from, but it also exists beyond it as our highest point of reference. Number 2, there is no beginning and no end. In this vast space that we envision, what beginning and end can be there? In this human life, everything we experience has a beginning and an end, even if we don't think so or don't want to believe it. At the very least, when we leave this body. But when we move our perspective from the earth to the sky, a lot of these beginnings and endings disappear. Even more so when we move higher into the universe. And beyond that, what is there? This is not a mental exercise. We're just using these images to deepen our awareness of the self that we are. That first place that has no beginning, that cannot be defined, because that would mean to confine it. We cannot describe it, but we all have an intuitive knowing of it. The mind might reason that we die, but deep inside we have a knowing and actual experience of eternity. How could we conceive of the concept of eternity if we did not know it? None of us remembers not being. None of us remembers the moment we came into life or leaving it. Being is all we know, especially when we are calm, collected, and centered. And only then can we really trust our experience. What we naturally feel is peace, love, no fear. All of this becomes much more clear when we inquire with sincerity into the nature of the soul and who we are. We will come to this place where we can confirm with certainty, I will not die. That there is no beginning and no end to this sense of being that is inside of me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please press like and subscribe if you like. See you soon.